Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the ACC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to pass, it's Wolf. Coming out aggressively. Brings it down on the right side. Oh, look out! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
If you want to make a statement in a football game, that's how you do it. On your first offensive snap, you go 75 yards and score a touchdown. They have shown up. They are ready to go. Everybody, I think, in shock in the stadium right now.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
Kentucky, 0.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the S.
And he's running in the open. The 10. Touchdown, Kentucky! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's worked. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Power football with the run. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Afterburner's coming. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The Yellow Jackets will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
Gain of 1. Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Defender is on for the extra.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Good.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays.
That makes it
And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Kentucky 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Wildcats will take over first and 10.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Dances away to buy time. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver shows motion. Leaves it with the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. He's up to 73 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. The Wildcats will have it first and 10. Jet sweep to the receiver. Sweet feet on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. They'll go to the air. Coming after him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Kentucky sent out the punting unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the returner will be dragged down.
At the 33, and the Georgia Tech offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Wolf. Time to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3's coming soon.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home, and I know the fans inside the Dome are ready for hoops. But pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron, too, people. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, Dave.
Dude, now look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
28, Kentucky, 7.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going up top. Makes the catch down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
With the run on first and goal. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, he looks short of that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust it because the quarterback gets the ball right away, but that defensive line was having none of it. Failed fourth down. Big-time stop for this defense.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
Second down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 28, Kentucky 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking downfield, it's Wolf. Got his man quickly. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
Trying to get to it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have it.
Nothing but green ahead. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Now on the option. The pitch. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
That makes the score. Georgia Tech 35, Kentucky 7.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
This one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He wants to throw. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught over the middle. It's Burt. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Wolf. They'll run the screen. Open space at the 25. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell, pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front, creating a pass.
The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. He's up to 49 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Defense going all in to stop the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Now on second and goal. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Georgia Tech, number 20.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he tacks on the extra point.
That makes the score. Georgia Tech, 42. Kentucky, 7.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down.
And your Kentucky Wildcats will take over. First and 10.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tries to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
That makes the score. Georgia Tech, 49. Kentucky, 7.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down.
And your Kentucky Wildcats will take over. First and 10.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Might as well give it to him again. He's got 98 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in mid-season form.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Once you get in triple digits, that's a good day for a running back. That's it right there. 100 on the dot. He's had a really nice day. It showed you patience, showed you physicality, showed you a little bit of everything on his way to 100 yards.
Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get outside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
Now, 4th down.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half, we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. He holds it in, and nobody's close. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Georgia Tech, 49, Kentucky.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
Kick it away.
On the move from inside is 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
He's going to pass on second down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And that's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker, and he's able to win up front. He sees the gap. He's able to beat his block and get to the QB.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now